creation and daily. But you told the story about World of Warcraft. In my head, I was like, it sounds like you just replaced one addiction with another. The
100%.
difference is one is productive, and which,
Yeah.
for a productivity guy, it's on brand. That's a big deal. That's a big shift in your life.
And more lucrative.
Well, some of those guys that play that game can make a lot of money, right? It's no League of Legends, but
but it wasn't DP in the dock. He wasn't doing it. It even rhymes. Look at that.
DP in the dock. Wow. Oh, he's trying to steal you. He's trying to steal me over.
Yeah.
No, but actually, you're totally right.
This guy.
Okay.
You're totally right, though, JB. I do believe that I did replace. I replaced video games with self-help. Not the worst thing on the planet, right? No. I was like, I came to a realization very quickly. I'm like, oh, this is replacing the other thing. But I had an addictive personality, and that led me to be a pretty good track athlete. Like, I didn't break 4 minutes, but I was in the 4.0s in the mile. I was pretty okay. And that addictive personality got me through a lot. Like, I broke my hip when I was 15, and I broke my hip again when I was 16 because I ran track, and I grew. I grew 8 inches in like 3 years, so my hips were weak. And I had the first time I was just running and like my hip snapped. It was weird. And then the second time I stopped running a full sprint because the girls basketball team in high school came around a corner in a group, and I didn't want to be rude, and I broke my hip instead of being rude and running them over. Regret not running them over. And that addictive personality let me still get through all those early injuries and then run for another 8-9 years in college. So it's done a lot of good for me. It's just when it's not moved in the right direction, it gets bad. So I just need to like be aware. And that's kind of how it goes.
We talked a little bit about that before too, like knowing your strengths, right? Like the key is don't become over obsessive at anything, and scale back where like know your limits, but also know your strengths. And if you're good at something, don't be afraid of it. Leverage it. Just know what you know, right? Like and kind of put those safeguards in place. But there's no problem leveraging with this thing because we're all different. We all have these uniquenesses about us, and if we try to use them properly, again, no obsession, because that's where it becomes an issue. Setting those boundaries, and they might be higher boundaries than other people. That's again why we're different. We get to figure that out. Experiment, play around. Size doesn't fit all.